Hi, this is the first in a short series of videos showing how to create a Spring Boot web app and deploy it using Docker. Now I'm using IntelliJ, so the first step is to create a new project. So if I just click here and select Spring Initializr and click Next. I'll give my project a name, so Spring Boot Docker, and I want it to be a Gradle project. And my group is org code taming examples. If I click next. Right, now I'll be asked for which Spring Boot dependencies I want in my project. So for the moment I just want the web dependency. So if I select that there and click next and then click finish, that's all fine. Right, so now the project's ready to be imported into IntelliJ, so it's just asking me to confirm that, and I'll click OK. Right, so now IntelliJ is building the project. Now this might take a few seconds. Okay, right, you can see the project's being created. If we first take a look at the build.gradle file. Right, we have the Spring Boot Gradle plugin here. We have the Spring Boot the Spring Boot Starter Web dependency we asked for here, and it's also created a Gradle wrapper. Now if you look in source main Java, you can see that the Spring Boot main application has been created for us. So we don't need to do anything with that. But we want to make this into a web app. All we want it to do is return hello world when we open it up in the web browser. So to do that, we need to create a controller. So if I just go to new Java class, and then I'll call it hello controller. Click OK. Right. So here we are, it's our hello controller. Now this is a REST controller, so we can show that by adding the REST controller annotation. And we just want to create a method to respond to requests on the root. So public string index, and we just want it to return hello world. Alright, and we'll just use the request mapping annotation to map that onto the root URL. Okay, import that, and we should be good to go. Right, so I can open up my terminal now. And if I just type Gradle wboot run, you can see it will compile it, and there it is, it's starting up Spring Boot. Now you can see here that the application is running on port 8080. So if I just switch to a browser and I put in localhost 8080, enter, and there we go, hello world. Okay, I'll put a link to the code in the notes of this project, and if you have any comments, please let me know. If you've got time, please join me for the next video and we'll deploy this to Docker.